And earlier this week, I told you of a great reason you should travel to Clarksdale, Mississippi, because they landed the number 7 spot in a USA Today recent list of the top historic towns in America. And so I thought we needed to chime in and find out what's going on now in Clarksdale. So joining us here on Good Things, we have Bubba, who is the Executive Director of Coahoma County Tourism, as well as Shelley Ritter, the Executive Director of the Delta Blues Museum. So good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'm going to start with you, Bubba. Kick me off. When did you guys find out that Clarksdale made the number 7 spot in the USA Today list?
I think it was about a month ago. We were had a couple of months that people could go in and vote on USA Today's Reader's Choice Poll Award, and we had that same opportunity last year. And last year we came in number 4, and this year we came in number 7, and we were very pleased with that placement.
Pretty cool to get top 10 2 years in a row. So from your perspective, I mean, you eat, sleep, and breathe everything there in Coahoma County. What do you think makes Clarksdale so special when it comes to history?
Well, you know, every town has history, and every town's history is special, and history is just so important in our lives. And Clarksdale, we just feel so blessed with our arts and blues and literary history. The culture of our town just lends itself to being recognized. You know, we're not out there trying to be a big Nashville, and we don't want to be. And but we're excited that people around the country recognize how special Clarksdale is. Between, like I said, the blues and Tennessee Williams and the Indian history, the civil rights history, and just the Delta in itself. It's just such an exciting history. Being in this part of the state, we just feel very proud of our history and culture and just excited to share it with the world.
Now, typically, Bubba, you guys share the history there or just all the goodness of the Delta through events and festivals and get-togethers and whatnots throughout the summer and fall. And then you have But COVID, which is the theme song of 2020, and screwing up everything that was going to be a lot of fun. And I know you guys have done a lot of things in terms of online or virtual offerings. Is there any light at the end of the tunnel? Is there anything coming up that may resemble, way back when, where we can come and visit Clarksdale socially responsible and distancing and still get a taste of the Delta?
Well, you know, we had been branding and it came together organically that we had live blues music 7 nights a week, literally in a different venue. Almost every night we had live blues music. We were 2 nights of being in 3 years, being every night of the week when COVID hit. So we did go to virtual live blues music, which every night of the week, which continues today. We have some live performances that are socially distanced outdoors. It's just, you have to check our website at visitclarksdale.com to see what the lineup is for that week, because it's ever changing. They can go to livefromclarksdale.org. Sorry, I've gotten confused. And shared experiences to see what's going on. But we do have things that we're working on to develop and for the future, because we don't know what next week brings or a month from now. So we got things in the till. We've got the Tennessee Williams Festival that's coming up. It'll be virtual. We've got Deeks Harmonica Festival. These are in October. There will be outdoors, socially distanced, and all that. We've got the Deep Blues Fest. It's not going to have the main lineups like it did, but they're going to have some live music out at the Shack Up Inn, and we got the Cruise in the Crossroads. Right, on October the 31st. Both of them, and also Stan Street at Hambone's got the Hambone Fest that will happen that same weekend, October the 31st. And all of these are socially distanced. So we're proud of those that are still trying to make things happen.
And you can find all of that online. And speaking of online, Shelley, you're the museum, where you're the executive director. The Delta Blues Museum was one of the things that the USA Today article mentioned was a good thing to see if you came to Clarksdale. So what's hiding out there at the Delta Blues Museum?
Well, we have reopened. We've been sanitized. We've reopened to the public. Our hours are 10 to 3. We sell the last ticket at 3 so that we have plenty of time to sanitize before we open up the next day. We have installed the first portion of our new permanent exhibits in our Muddy Waters Gallery. I sent you a shot of one of those. And what we like to do is sort of set the scene for Clarksdale here at the museum, because we do have such an active blues community and such rich history. We tell a snippet of it here in the gallery, and then we want you to, go out there and see the Blues Trail marker in the actual site where history occurred.
Shelley,
we have exhibits on current and past musicians from Clarksdale.
If we're coming to Clarksdale to visit, Shelley, where is the Delta Blues Museum?
We are located downtown. Our address is number 1 Blues Alley, so we're actually in the renovated freight depot. So we're pretty easy to spot.
So I think some of us feel like we know our history when it comes to blues in Mississippi, or at least the big names, or at least the ones that get, trickled down. What is maybe something there at the Blues Museum that we would be surprised to know about Mississippi's history or connection with blues, or that we should know?
Well, I don't know if everyone knows that the Delta Blues Museum is the world's first museum devoted entirely to blues. That's the statement on our Blues Trail marker. And we have the remains of Muddy Waters Cabin from Stovall Farms in our gallery. And we also have a lot of vintage 78 records that were recorded both in Mississippi as well as, released in Chicago and things like that.
And the blues education program, too.
Yes, but we're not having that right now because of COVID.
There are so many good things that are going on there in the Delta and Clarksdale between Coahoma County tourism and then also just the Delta Blues Museum. I can't imagine when COVID did hit, you all had to come together quickly to figure out how to, turn things around and still offer them, but them sort of look different and new. And it sounds like the Delta Blues Museum is going to have at least a new look with its new installation. You mentioned, Shelley, that it's a Muddy Waters installation. How long did it take to get this installation, or where do you find all your artifacts for something like that?
Most of our artifacts are donated by families or blues fans, and we received federal funding to plan exhibits for the entire gallery space. And so since we added the Muddy Waters Wing in 2012, we started with that space. And we've just gotten some appropriation from the Mississippi legislature. It's the first time we've gotten a state appropriation. We're very grateful for that, and we'll be doing some more things. So it's a good time to be adding to the gallery.
And it's a good time for us to come and visit now that it sounds like we can. We can still purchase tickets and come walk through and wear our mask and get some rich history of the Delta Blues. And I'm sure there's plenty of places to maybe stay, play, and eat, Bubba, right now in Clarksdale and the expanding or the surrounding Delta too, correct?
Absolutely. And they can go to visitclarksdale.com to get a list of those places.
And where can they go to get the hours and all things with the Delta Blues Museum, Shelley?
DeltaBluesMuseum.org. And we're really excited because we just got a rapid response grant from the Mississippi Arts Commission, and we'll be doing some online field trips for the museum. We have one virtual tour on our website already, and we're really excited to do these virtual field trips. We'll be taping them in September, so they should go live probably by October.
Pretty cool. Now I see why you guys have made the top 10 2 years in a row, and I have a feeling it'll make it another year too. So I appreciate your time, Bubba and Shelley. But you all stick with us. We've got more good things for you coming up next.